Coming to you from the innovative, immersive Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere. This is Next Weather.
Time right now, 7:14. Remnants of Chantal heading our way, Kate.
They are indeed, Jim, and that has what has prompted our next weather alert for today. We've got the threat for some pretty intense downpours because of that tropical moisture that's going to be moving through today, and you'll feel it as soon as you open the door. A little bit different than how we felt Friday, even Saturday morning with the low humidity. Now we're waking up to some cloud cover, and it is a steam bath outside. So let's take you through the day. We'll start off with our next weather alert, and that is going to be in effect through the afternoon and evening, especially with some locally heavy downpours. Not seeing much down the shore this morning. If you want to head out on the beach, this is probably the best time to do it. One thing to note, rip current risk is going to be high today and tomorrow, with breaking waves as high as 5 feet as that remnant low from Chantal moves off the coast. So as always, only swim at those guarded beaches. If you're not a strong swimmer, it may be a good week to kind of stay out of the ocean because it is going to be choppy. We've got rain in the forecast pretty much every day this week, but I think today is going to be those tropical downpours that could run the risk for flash flooding. We have a flood watch today, scattered storms through the rest of the week as well, each and every day. But tomorrow we have a level 1 marginal risk for severe weather. We've got heat building as well. I think tomorrow's the hottest day of the week. A heat advisory has already been issued for feels like temperatures as high as 103. And as far as severe weather is concerned, today it's more the rain threat. Tomorrow and then later on in the week, we will run the risk for at least some scattered severe storms, gusty winds being the biggest impacts there. Let's talk about Chantal. Here's the remnant low. It's a depression now, and it's moving slowly to the east. This is going to exit the coast, likely off to our south, but you can see there is still a decent amount of rainfall coming down over parts of Virginia this morning. And out ahead of that, we're starting to see these showers and storms lifting northward from the Chesapeake Bay right up into the Lancaster area, and that's what we'll be tracking later on today. So we start the day just hot and humid, 78 degrees. It feels like the 80s already. Dew point is 76. That is soupy, and it's not going to get any better today. With all that moisture to draw from, any shower or storm that does develop will dump heavy rain. So here's our flood watch. This will be 10 a.m. through 10 p.m. for all areas basically either side of I-95, all surrounding counties of Philadelphia, all of Delaware as well, because look at how high the humidity is. It doesn't get any better today either. We've got these scattered heavy showers and storms, but the muggy meter stays in that really kind of soupy and just insufferable range, just gross basically, for lack of a better term, through most of the week. We may drop back into muggy. That's not a great place to be, and that's the best we can hope for this week. So with the humidity as high as it is, it's also going to feel a whole lot hotter than it is. Temperatures today are in the mid 80s. It'll feel like the mid 90s, and you can see we've got these feels like temperatures in the 80s all night long, and even first thing tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow we're going to have to talk about the heat ramping up. So today we've got, again, the scattered heavy storms. Tomorrow it's the heat and humidity. It's going to feel as hot as 102 at the height of the afternoon, and even on Wednesday we're back to feeling like the 90s as early as 10 o'clock in the morning. So tomorrow we already have a heat advisory to tell you about. It's the city and all surrounding counties shaded in this orange color. We've got heat advisory basically the hottest part of the day from late morning right through late afternoon and evening. Let's put our monitor down. I want to put up our map quickly and talk about what we're looking at as far as timing with today's storms. So we'll take a look at the next basically 24 hours of precipitation here. Set this into motion, and I'll put up our city so you can see what we're looking at. And you can see the clock on the bottom of your screen. So starting off the day without much out there, but as the afternoon goes on, watch as these storms start to lift from south to north, tapping into the moisture from Chantal, and it's right about 5 o'clock this afternoon, right around the time of the evening commute, that we'll see the greatest threat for some heavy downpours, and there will be the risk for thunder and lightning, but I think flash flooding is going to be basically our biggest concern with any of these storms today. So flash flooding, stream flooding, localized flooding, and as we go into your 7-day forecast, we've got more showers and storms in the forecast every single day. The heat starts to come down by the end of the week, but more numerous storms Thursday and Friday.